The year was 2004, a time when pop culture was a whirlwind of boundary-pushing television and unfiltered celebrity interactions. Kate Winslet, already a titan of the silver screen with her Oscar-winning turn in The Reader on the horizon, found herself thrust into the chaotic energy of Saturday Night Live's iconic studio. Hosting the October 30th episode, she was no stranger to the show's irreverent humor, having navigated sketches that lampooned everything from British royalty to Hollywood egos. But nothing could have prepared her for the peculiar request from that night's musical guest, Eminem, the Detroit rap phenom whose raw lyrics had redefined hip-hop. In a revelation that still elicits chuckles and raised eyebrows 2 decades later, Winslet recounted how the Slim Shady architect asked her, point-blank, to shave his bottom during their backstage banter. Her response? A polite but firm, "I am sorry. I don't do personal grooming," delivered with the poise that would later define her red carpet quips, leaving the crew in stitches and etching the anecdote into entertainment lore. This bizarre exchange, shared recently in a candid interview, peels back the layers of a night that blended high-stakes comedy with the unpredictable camaraderie of live TV. SNL, under Lorne Michaels' stewardship, has long thrived on such collisions of worlds, actors slumming it in absurd skits, musicians trading verses for wardrobe malfunctions. Eminem's appearance was particularly charged. Fresh off the Eminem Show's blockbuster success, he was at the peak of his cultural dominance, his bleach blonde hair and baggy jeans a symbol of rebellious authenticity. Winslet, conversely, embodied elegance with her post-Titanic glow, her hosting gig a chance to flex comedic muscles honed in films like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. The request, as Winslet described it, emerged from a haze of pre-show nerves and perhaps a dash of mischievous intent. Eminem, known for his shock value persona, might have been testing waters, probing the boundaries of this unlikely duo's chemistry. Winslet, ever the professional, parried with humor, turning potential awkwardness into a story that's outlived the episode itself. Diving into the context of that 2004 taping reveals a snapshot of SNL's golden era of guest star alchemy. The episode featured sketches that riffed on everything from suburban paranoia to celebrity endorsements, with Eminem delivering a medley of hits like "Just Lose It" that had the audience roaring. Backstage, however, the real drama unfolded in fleeting, unscripted moments. Winslet, in her retelling, painted a vivid picture. The dim glow of green rooms cluttered with half-eaten craft services, the hum of monitors replaying dress rehearsals, and the electric tension of knowing millions were tuning in. Eminem's ask came amid this frenzy, perhaps as a joke laced with the vulnerability of stage fright, or a nod to the absurd grooming rituals that plague performers. Winslet's refusal wasn't prudish, it was a masterstroke of boundary setting, her British wit slicing through the moment like a well-timed punchline. The crew's laughter, she noted, diffused any weirdness, transforming the incident into an inside joke that bonded the team through the night's marathon. What makes this story endure isn't just its oddity, but the window it opens into the human sides of icons. Eminem, whose discography brims with tales of personal demons, from addiction battles to custody wars, has always wielded humor as a shield. Tracks like Without Me mock his own excesses, and this SNL moment feels like an extension, a provocateur poking fun at his own larger-than-life image. Winslet, for her part, has built a career on portraying complex women. Rose DeWitt Bukater's defiance, Clementine Kruczynski's whimsy, and her handling of the request echoes that strength. In interviews since, she's laughed it off as vintage M, appreciating how it humanized a man often caricatured as untouchable. The shock factor, she implied, was mutual. Here was the Oscar-nominated actress face-to-face with rap's enfant terrible, navigating a request as surreal as any SNL bit. Expanding on Eminem's SNL legacy adds depth to the anecdote. His 2004 performance was a milestone, coming after controversies like the Mosh video's political bite. Hosting duties often pair musical guests with hosts for promos or cameos, and while no on-air collaboration happened here, the backstage vibe clearly sparked fireworks. Fans speculate the request stemmed from tour life absurdities, endless travel leaving little time for self-care, leading to half-joking pleas for help. Winslet's response, delivered with deadpan charm, aligns with her ethos of gracious deflection, seen in later roles like Mayor of Easttown's sharp-tongued Mayor Sheehan. The audience's imagined reaction, had it been scripted, would have been priceless, but its privacy amplifies the tale's charm, a relic from an era before every whisper hit social media. Kate Winslet's reflections on this encounter, shared in a recent chat with a late-night host, underscore her growth as a storyteller. Now a matriarch of 3 with an Emmy and multiple Golden Globes under her belt, she recounts it with fondness, not scandal. It was so out of left field, she mused, her eyes twinkling, but that's what makes those nights unforgettable. The incident also highlights SNL's role as a pressure cooker for authenticity. Stars arrive polished but leave scarred, or scarred with stories. Eminem, who revisited SNL in 2010 and 2018, has nodded to such chaos in his music, with lines in campaign speech, evoking freestyle raps born from livewire energy. From a cultural lens, this moment captures 2004's zeitgeist, hip-hop's mainstream ascent clashing with Hollywood's gloss. Eminem's request, however innocuous in intent, flirts with the era's edgier humor, #MeToo sensitivities. Winslet's poise models modern consent conversations, her No, a quiet lesson in agency. Today, as both navigate later career pivots, Eminem's reflective music to be murdered by Winslet's producing ventures, the story serves as a bridge, reminding us of their shared history in comedy's Coliseum.